Right now, men and women are competing instead of complementing. And you take away safety, the woman has no choice but to become man. Tell her boys that you have to be close to the parents of the girl. You have to go give duty in that house also. You are as much their son as you are mine. My husband operates from patriarchy and authority, and I operate from mutualism and democracy. There is a lot of friction and no connection because of this value difference, how to handle. So, Srujana, can I tell you, there is an entire, section or generation of women that are now choosing not to marry. Because the men are still sitting in patriarchy and the movement has moved on to feminism, mutualism, whatever journey she's on, and it has completely disconnected us as feminine and masculine coming together. The whole, the regressive mindset of I am superior, I am higher, I need to be treated on a pedestal is so outdated now, and I feel like men are coming with the entitlement of believing that that's how it should be or that's how it's going to be, and the woman no longer neither needs to be protected for or provided for, so she can't understand for what the hell should I put you on that pedestal, sweetheart. You have to be deserving of it, and I don't see any of it, right? So right now what's happened is, earlier on the patriarchy happened because the man was deserving of the pedestal. He was willing to own the woman and protect and provide for her at a level where he was giving to her. He never kept her in scarcity. He never tried to control her through his authority or his power. He actually loved her and blossomed, made her blossom in his environment. Okay, when men were of that category, the patriarchy worked in our favor. The woman needed to be protected and provided for. The man enjoyed being anchored to a woman that he could give so much love and happiness to. A man feels so good when his woman is happy. I think the biggest gift we as women can give to our men is our happiness. Having said all of this, it's all gone wrong. So we are right now currently in a generation where this is all gone wrong, and I don't know if we yet have a solution apart from the fact that we just have to raise boys better. I think I should start a movement called RBB, raise boys better, because till that will not happen. And I can tell you, I live in a house of 3 boys with a very strong mother-in-law who has raised her children in a manner where there is zero patriarchy. She loves her daughter-in-law. She's the kind of woman where I have not seen her ever say a single sentence in 24 years that has made me feel lesser. When she even gives us 6 of us money, she will give it as individual checks. She will give her daughter-in-law separately. She will tell her boys that you have to be close to the parents of the girl. You have to go give duty in that house also. You are as much their son as you are mine. I don't know what she did, but I can tell you one thing I have learned looking at her, that you do not have to raise boys where you have to create conflict between your daughter-in-law and the mother. You don't have to raise boys, and I know I'm not really giving you an answer right now. I'm just showing you there is a problem, which you're absolutely correct about, Srujana. If you had to ask me a solution, the solution is, whenever the feminine will not be honored, she has no choice but to move into her masculine. Which means you have to learn to protect yourself. You have to learn to provide for yourself. You have to make him, the biggest need of a man is to be needed. And when we as women stop needing them, that is what will make them change. That is what will tell them that, you want me, baby, you need to work for it. I don't come easy. And so at some point you have to outgrow them, and then don't shame them. Train them into knowing what kind of man do you want. What is this mutualism? How are we going to divide, instead of gender roles, how are we going to divide roles between us so that I feel helped and supported, and you feel helped and supported? And this is a much longer conversation. It is right now literally the problem of the world, if I may say so. And I feel like we all need to participate. We all need to participate in terms of training our men. Not easy at all, because remember, their childhood upbringing has now seeded. But I hope that this is the last generation of patriarchy and that we raise our boys better. So while I don't have much of a solution apart from the fact that you need to become more masculine in your own energy for you to be able to beat masculine as of now. And I hope that at some point we can all return back to being a lot more feminine, a lot more spontaneous, a lot more loving, a lot more caring, a lot more motherly, a lot more, all of the feminine qualities of the world need to come back into us, because right now men and women are competing instead of complementing, and we need to go back into the world where complementing, not out of because the woman is needy, but because she wants to be able to have that safe space to be feminine. Feminine always requires safe space. You take away safety, the woman has no choice but to become man.